Mic check, mic check. Can we get a mic check, chat? Mic check. 10 out of 10. CrazyFi, you say something. I'm not getting anything from you. Do you guys hear CrazyFi at all? Legit can't hear. Hold on. You're not coming through Discord. No. I mean, I hear you. You're just not coming through the stream on Discord. Yeah, no CF. I don't understand. Can we switch it around where we can hear CrazyFi? Shut the frick up, bombs. Hold on. Let's figure this out together. All right. I'm going to close CrazyFi and we'll see what happens. All right, so we have the black screen of death, also known as Jankcore aesthetics. Okay, we got CrazyFi here, popping him out. Okay, we have CrazyFi popped out. Okay, he's over here now. Now we can hear you. Now we can hear you.
We can hear me? Okay.
It refreshed you, but now...
What's what with my image?
You know, it doesn't save. Calm down. You gotta keep your cool in this situation. You're just such a noob.
Uh-huh.
All right, now stop moving. Is this how you're going to be? Okay, this is fine then.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, chat.
Until we go to the little circles.
Oh, don't remind me. Okay. All right. Hey, chat. Welcome to the Couch Cat stream. It's dope as okay, I don't want to get demonetized. It's dope as heck. This happens every Thursday at 7 p.m. US Eastern, where we talk about our favorite lightweight MMORPGs and persistent browser-based games here on the channel that we play and that we cover. Tonight's episode is going to be amazing, okay? Last week, we had absolutely dog shit. Okay, I guess we dog water, boot, whatever to talk about. We had nothing to talk about, just some Solvendra news and IdleKin. IdleKin.
Yeah.
But this week, we have so much news. Everyone's updating, everyone's crashing their game, making it better. So we have some IdleMMO news. They're still like adjusting things from the guild hall update and some other stuff. Idle Clans has a freaking update. It's a brand new raid we'll be going over and some other changes in items, so that's sick. SimpleMMO has an update and it's a big one, CrazyFi. Including a player we used to know got perma muted, so I can't wait to go over that. Is Welsky next? Vote in the poll right now. Solvendra has some server updates, and we have some words from the dev directly in the CouchCat Discord, so shout out to Solvendra Mod and XR. And then IdleKin actually has an announcement. I made them publish the announcement so we would get in our Discord. They're like, what do you mean? Isn't it published? And I said, no, sir. 3D chess, and now it's there. So if you want your lightweight MMORPG news, just join the CouchCat Discord. We get it all, and we make devs listen to us. And then, of course, we finish the stream tonight with the SimpleMMO Seasonal Guild Leaderboard Season 9 progress report. And yeah, it's a jam-packed episode. And then we publicly shame bombs once again. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So CrazyFi. Before we get into everything, I want to look at the poll real quick. So the most important poll of our lives is up right now. And it says, will Welsky get perma muted in 2025? We have 72% saying yeah, or yes for sure, hot dog. We have 28% saying no way, little Frito. All right. It's up to Welsky and it's his destiny to see what would happen. But I just thought it was very, important to throw this up here in light of recent events. Thank you for voting. If you haven't voted, it's over. All right, CrazyFi, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty gosh darn good. You know what? I can't complain. Sola, 17 months. That's insane.
He's a beautiful boy.
Thank you so much for supporting us.
He's a beautiful man.
When we reviving some Naruto AMVs, hopefully never again.
Dude, almost every like old school emo rap music video that was just like an anime, like clip, they were almost exclusively Naruto at a time. It was always Gaara, and Lee and Bruce Lee. Well, not Bruce Lee, but Lee's fight.
Bruce Lee.
And it would be like Fatse, 93 Feet of Smoke. All those dudes had like a Naruto video. Just in Lil Narnia. Okay, just throwing it out there. Sorry.
Yeah, just go back to eating the pistachios.
I freaking love them, dude. I'm hungry. I'm bulking, dude. But go on, continue.
Yeah, no, I'm having a good time. Enjoying life. Reading a potty training book right to potty trainer our son, so that's going to be fun. Especially because our house is mostly carpet, so I can't wait for that.
Rest in peace.
Yep. So look forward to that one. What else? I don't know. I think. Hold on. I do want to show off something because I really love this piece of art. For all the people who love ducks, my wife drew this, and I don't know. It speaks to me on another level. I just love it.
I was like, did you just say duck?
I did. There's a glare there, but look at this beautiful little creature.
It really
look
is
at
beautiful.
This. Dude. I don't know what it is about it. I freaking love it. I had to show it off.
It reminds me of like pre-toddler hair.
Yes.
Like the frizzy baby head. Yeah.
Yeah. So I love it.
Dude, you should. Where was she years ago for the SimpleMMO community event where they ruined it with ducks?
Yeah.
Damn it.
That way. I could have got some diamonds, damn it.
I could have had enough for a gradient.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I don't know. It just spoke to me. I'm gonna.
Yeah, CF is lagging. His internet sucks, so it's to be expected. He's playing the picture back still, and now he's back.
I don't know if you could hear that. I'm getting new internet soon. Google Fiber, Fiber is finally available in my neighborhood. So
Godspeed. I actually have heard no reviews about it, so you'll be the first.
Yeah, it's better. Right now we have AT&T, and it's just been trash.
God, oh my goodness.
It's that
dude.
or Spectrum, which is even worse.
You might as well be in the middle of nowhere, shitting in a well.
I was happy I had AT&T because Spectrum got hit and they lost their entire state of internet.
Right.
I was like, ooh, okay, great. I had some dudes I was working with previously. They had AT&T and then Spectrum and another super small shop internet, all running into their house to ensure that they never lost internet because it was filling in the gaps where the different companies. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
But now with Google Fiber, and I'm hoping it'll be better. Basically the same price, so might as well try it out and see what happens. Well, we'll see.
Sure.
So, yeah. Oh, maybe saying Google Fiber is actually. There we go.
Yeah,
that's what I like to hear.
Anything's better than what you got.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's my life. I have so I have chat and our stream notes up on my laptop because I'm afraid that Chrome is the one that's crashing my desktop.
You've got to be kidding me.
So far, my desktop has not crashed as long as I don't open up Chrome.
Did you ever? Let me guess. You didn't bring your computer in to anyone.
I haven't had time.
I swear, dude, cannot be relied on. All right, is that all your updates?
Yeah, good enough.
Okay, good enough.
What about you? What are you up to?
Yeah, just suffering still. I had a beautiful 35-minute train delay coming home today. So I just stood there watching the storm clouds roll in. Luckily, it didn't rain on me, but I was like, wow, I'm about to get effed. So that happened today. I just want to point out, chat, hit the like button right now if you haven't already. But we just hit 180 streams. That's 180 episodes of covering SimpleMMO that has slowly evolved into IdleMMO, to Idle Clans, Once Upon a Time, Ironwood RPG, to basically a bunch of lightweight MMORPGs and PPBGs. So that's not even counting the freaking 100+ podcasts we've done before we became. Yeah. So You know, people
Those are gone.
people come and go in this community and just communities in general. This small, very niche space that I don't think anyone really exists in, not even us. But we've been here for a minute, so yeah, we're like the OGs. So pretty cool. I just wanted to point that out.
We're like
And
the only
then
consistent ones.
yeah, everyone burns out, has mental boom, or like I don't know. And then second, this actually just happened starting this morning, but Knuckle Puck released a 10-year remaster slash remix of Copacetic, which is one of their best albums. I mean, all their EPs are awesome, but this is their first full length that like rocked. And yeah, it sounds amazing. The spatial mixing is amazing. So if you're in your car and you have like surround sound, it's just awesome. It's like being at Warped Tour. And yeah, this is the I was talking with Des earlier. This is the year of remakes because Free Throw did Those Days Are Gone remastered and
Mm.
re-recorded, and now Knuckle Puck, and they all have like the purple aesthetic going on. I don't know if that's planned, but yeah, you know, East Coast Midwest emos, or not Midwest emo, but East Coast Midwest pop punk, not dead. That's really it.
Next, brand new needs to come out with a remaster.
Brand new. They're still releasing stuff though. They're like grandpas, dude.
Yeah, I know. But
Well, they're
just release
hinting.
old shit.
Excuse me, they're hinting at releasing more because Ghost Bear always fills me in on brand new because Ghost Bear is the biggest brand new fan I know.
Dude, they came to my college town the year after I left. I was like, I will really wanted to see them. I was bummed. 'Cause they have, I forget what the fest is where all the emo and pop punk
Oh
bands
yeah, it's
come
like
into.
sad something fest, and then like when we were young fest, stuff like that. There's like
Yeah, yeah.
four fests that are like they have like actual pop punk bands like from their best era, so like Real Friends and all that stuff. But of course, Real Friends has a new vocalist. They have like the Sad Boy one, or When We Were Young, which like features like more of the MySpace emo, so like from First to Last and stuff like that. And then they have one that's like more of like the what's that record label, Bowling for Soup or some shit. Not that, I forget
Bowling for
what's.
Soup.
Yeah, yeah. So like where they have like Cobra Starship, Mayday Parade, Sleeping with
Oh,
Sirens, like all those, like Paramore, all those type of bands.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's like all these fests where it's basically like based off nostalgia. And then
Yeah.
that YouTube channel, you know, Felt Email might delete later or whatever. He's got like a cruise that like Under Oath was
Emo's
playing on
Not
it.
Dead cruise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, dude.
Like he had Ollie Sauna, he had
It was
Under Oath. I think
huge.
he had Alexis on Fire. Like this dude fucking
Yeah, he had a lot of bands.
he had Hawthorne Heights, dude. But yeah, anyway, that yeah, we could
I
music
could imagine
podcast
the
coming in.
logistics of a fucking cruise,
And like
for bands.
these
Like
bands
what?
are like grandpa, so they're probably like
Yes.
we're worth probably like 50K a session, bruh, you know? When they're like not signed by anyone anymore, you know, like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Rise Records hasn't entered the chat in like 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay, let's focus. All right, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say hi to chat. So chat,
Yeah.
of course we have this is not the Couch Cat koozie. I grabbed the wrong one, but there is a Couch
Damn.
Cat koozie, my bad. But we do have the Fresca. Maven requested a shiny Fresca can. This is proof. I panicked, okay? I was hungry for pistachios. I had a tinkle, and I had like 3 minutes to show up. Cheers, chat. Damn. All right, let's do this thing. First and foremost, I'm gonna shout out Theron for 5 Couch Cat gift memberships. Thank you so much, Theron. That was before we went live. Maven with the $5 donation. Show us extra Fresca can today. It's shiny. There you go. And then, of course, we already shout out Solo, but thank you again for supporting us for 17 months. I'm going to scroll all the way freaking up here. We got Maven, basically the first one. YouTube member shout out. Zildin second YouTube member shout out. Welsky here saying Solvendra's better than everything, I guess. Welcome to the stream, Welsky. Perma in your future? We voted. We don't know. Asmir is here. Shout out to you. Ghost Bear YouTube member. Shout out, of course, homie with the mostest. Ice Neo is here. Good to see you, Ice Neo. YouTube member. Shout out. Yukari is here. YouTube member. Shout out. A7 is here, of course. Always good to see you. Hyper Knight. Get back to jail. YouTube member. Shout out to you. And then those who were lucky enough for the membership gift bomb, we have Brinny, from Stardust, original Stardust lineup. I don't know where they are now. Mr. Penis Burger. Remember when he showed up to chat and I was like, "Is that really your name?" And he was like, "I was like, you can change that." And he was like, I don't want to." Mr. Venus Burger, Arctic Hunter got lucky of Idle Clan's fame and TSL, Beesky, rest in peace LDS, and Checky, SG Jail Mate number 70. Moving on, of course, Theron's here. Shout out to you, Theron. Thank you so much for supporting us. Shout out Beesky. Shout out Checky. Oh, Tomsy is here saying hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream, Tomsy. Good to see you. I know you're fairly new to the stream, and thank you for joining our Discord. For those of you who are joining our Discord, don't forget to scroll up. There's like an introduce yourself channel. Don't forget to introduce yourself. We want to know who you are and what you're about. Unless you're Shadow. That's one I regret letting him post. Shadow is here, YouTube member. Shout out to you. Moving on. Chuby's here. Good to see you, Chuby, saying, I got nuts in my mouth. Paisen 2025. YouTube member shout out and Captain shout out to Chubes. I need to make you a mod, Chuby. Hold on. Add as moderator.
Oh, snap.
I forgot. I meant to do this 20 years ago. There, he should be a mod now. Alan's here, which is CrazyFi. Hunt is here, saying hit that like button and subscribe or you will stub your toe. Hunt speaks the truth. He is an oracle. Speaking of oracles, Warren Buffett stepping down from Berkshire. Man, insane stuff. Mm-hmm. Moving on. Solvendra, of course, the official Solvendra channel is here. Always good to see. Saying 20 people, but 9 like slackers. Like the live. Thank you so much for supporting us.
So far.
There's a lot of people. But Bombs is here. YouTube member shout out. Moving on. LTS is here. Mod and YouTube member shout out to you. Yes, we hear you. Oh yeah, I'm just now at the mic check. We've been talking and talking. Just at the mic. Plates is here. We hear the Chris Mike Man. Thank you for being here, Plates. I wish I had like a noise when I was doing this. Like a... No, I'm just kidding. Silver Wolf is here. YouTube member shout out. A Woof. Always good to see Silver Wolf. Dude, are you in hiatus now? Like, what is your... Can you DM me what the heck you're doing with your life? I miss you. I miss you, brother. Sola is here, of course. Shout him out. All right, I'm moving and grooving. We're talking about wells and pooping in wells. That wasn't me. That was Darren. I just lied on national TV. Amelia is here. YouTube member and mod shout out. Finally, it works. Good Lord, YouTube, get it together. Glad you're here, Amelia. Your first order of business is to ban Vex. Just kidding. Vex, welcome to the stream. YouTube member shout out to you, brother.
She already deleted one of his messages.
Who, Vex?
On accident, yeah.
Mod abuse, dude. We'd love it here. Siramac, attendance check. Welcome to the stream. You are not tardy. How about that? Cyber...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Cyber Samurai, what's up? It shot me forward, so I'm making sure we're good. I think we're
skipping
good.
Everyone now.
Yeah, my bad. If you're lurking, say hello. Consider liking the stream, waving to me in game and SimpleMMO if you want. I like waving to people. Okay, we're good.
All right.
All right, moving on to Couch Cat updates. CrazyFi, do you have anything in this regard?
I've just been working on internal projects right now.
Man, that sounds very official.
Yeah, I know, right? Like a company.
Do we have any news on the Solvendra Dev Q&A?
It should be out next week.
Damn, see, that's what we like to hear. So, if you remember, or if you're new here and you don't know, we do Dev Q&As. CrazyFi facilitates it. We've done IdleMMO, so Galahad Creative with Mike and Yomu. We've done a series of them. And now next on the chopping block, that doesn't really sound that great. Now next on the pedestal is Solvendra's devs. XR and the other dude. They're both great. I'm so sorry. Vex, thank you so much for being a member at the Inner Circle. 4 months, saying was going to wait until Blazing Beast was mentioned to drop this, but I got impatient. Thank you so much, Vex. We love you. And Dova is here. Welcome to the stream, you rat. You missed my message. The good host is back. I freaking hate you, Dova.
Feeling the love, I appreciate it.
Yeah, but we have the dev talk in the works. CrazyFi is going to launch that shit. Excellent. Other updates. I won't be here next week. My mom is traveling with CrazyFi's mom because we're cousins, just like tiny moving parts, if you know what I mean. And not Tiny PP, okay, guys, it's a band, and they're traveling up and they're gonna be staying in my basement, locked in
I don't know.
there.
Tiny PP matches. It's
Yeah,
okay.
true. But so I will have two moms here, and I guess yeah, I guess
You
that
have two moms?
I have two moms. Help. But yeah, so I won't be here. I'll be hosting and cutting my grass probably. So I will drop
Yeah,
in
I saw
chat
the
though.
grass in the Instagram post.
Bro, I cut it too short
Looking great.
I cut it short the first time.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna let it grow a little bit more. And then it's been raining.
Yep.
And
The
then
rain will do that.
I have an irrigation system being installed in a week. So then I'm
Oh, nice.
gonna reseed after that and I should be good. Because Kumo has ruined the backyard with his piss. um yeah, so I won't be here. I will be in chat. I'll check in. I'll make sure hopefully CrazyFi does it. If not, I'll cry. And that's it for updates. Again, just quick shout outs. We have the games news text channel. So if you want all your news with all your favorite games, join our Discord. It's there. We have new shirts and hoodies. Shout out to Amelia. She posted, she got the new green, like the
Dude,
sage.
it looks good.
Yeah, the sage green low vis couch cat shirt. And she posted it in the merch showcase text channel. So check it out. She left us a review saying it's very was it soft and it fits just right, lightweight, etc. So thank you so much, Emil, for always supporting us there. But don't bet a coffee mug. Just don't. Okay, moving on. Let's go to the main content tonight. That was a saga I'll never live down. You know, I think if because Couch Cat, we have a lot of supporters. We're doing good. I think I might start betting with CrazyFi's blessing a coffee mug every other season or so, just to like spice it up.
We could probably do it every season.
Yeah, we could probably do every season. We could
Yeah.
start season 10. We'll start. We have to think. We will come together and we'll pick a guild and we'll make a bet. But we also have to know the guild leader because I'm not gonna send it to some rando and like Vampire Land stuff like Graven over there in Romania. Okay, well maybe I
So it's
will.
just $1,000 to ship it.
It's just $1,000 to ship it. Terrors.
Oh,
We're
dude. Yeah, wait.
we're moving on. What do we need to get the mug? Big lips, baby. Okay. Oh man. Moving on to the main content tonight. This is where we discuss the latest and greatest news, updates, patch notes, drama in regards to our favorite lightweight MMORPGs and persistent browser-based games. And the first game on the docket in the notes is IdleMMO. They have a pretty substantial update here. And I'm just gonna hop to
They're
it.
quitting.
They realize their game's not fun. No, I'm just kidding. How
That's what we constantly play.
how effed up would that be? Okay, let's see if it all right. It's fit to the
Oh,
screen.
my.
We're good to go. All right. So yesterday, actually, because we have nothing before that, we have IdleMMO dropping version 0.4, and this mainly, just a quick summary. It's a guild component change, guild assault change, power hunting change, and alchemy recipe changes. And Hunt was pointing that out earlier, so shout out to Hunt. But yeah, we here just quickly guild components. After reviewing several weeks of guild haul data, once again, we're now confident in making significant reductions to the component costs, which is great. You know what's crazy, CrazyFi? I love saying CrazyFi. If anyone had asked us if the requirements were too steep, do you think all this would have been avoided?
Yeah, of course.
I
Everyone
mean,
comes to us for all the right answers.
they
We
never
only
do,
are
but
right,
like,
so.
weren't we the first ones, you specifically, saying like this is just too much?
Yeah, but I mean, it goes with their philosophy, right? Make it,
Like, make it effed up
higher,
and then fix it.
and then, yeah.
But like, no one, like, God had never asked us for anything, and we've been like partners forever. But like, dude, anyone could have told you.
Okay, because they're going to listen to two dudes who happen to play these games.
Whatever.
I mean, we are one of many, and we disagree with almost everyone anyway. So.
All right. Okay, so we're
And
popular
Hunt
because
had
of
a
that.
really good burn, by the way. He
Mike
literally
made
just
guild
said-
halls more accessible for broke guilds like Couch.
Yeah. Dude, that's,
True.
Also, because of that update, we were able to get whatever that slot that we were working on, or guild foundation. Did you build that?
Yeah, we have a foundation. We need a component.
or whatever it is. We just literally unlocked it because of this update.
Okay, cool. Then we got something.
So you didn't. What I'm hearing is you didn't build it.
Oh, I was supposed to do something. Okay, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Moving on. Guild assaults. They are reducing the assault waves. They're reducing the cost so that more assaults can happen. This is an overall reduction to that. And then battles taking place during an assault can no longer exceed the remaining duration of the assault. For example, if a battle begins 10 minutes before the assault ends, the battle can only last for a maximum 10 minutes. Okay, moving on. Power hunting. Power hunting cooldown now begins when the power hunt ends instead of when the entire hunt finishes. Alchemy recipe changes. The maximum usage limit for mythic alchemy recipes has been increased from 10 to 30. This only applies to recipes consumed after this update. And I know he caught a screen of Mike, I presume, because it's the Galahad account, talking about like the mythic changes here. But yeah, here we are, and there's some more changes. Oh my god, what the frick? There's another one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just updating.
Yeah, they're updating.
I think the worst feature in this game, and I'm not saying like it's comparative, right, to every other feature, is the fact that recipes get consumed, or it's like a one-time use, or a 10-time or 30-time use, and then you have to go and find them again. That is really annoying to me, especially for like weapons and armor and stuff. Like that is so annoying. But that's just a little rant there.
I just sell them.
I don't even do it. Yeah. I haven't upgraded my armor or my weapons and I don't know, since like 3 months into the game.
It's the problem with SimpleMMO where like in an MMO the equipment is useless, which feels really bad as a I know it's different, but like as a traditional MMO player, I play for the loot.
Yeah.
So it makes me sad when I can have a level 1 dagger equipped on my ult who can get to like combat level 90 and it doesn't effing matter. So, and I'm talking primarily with like guild raids and stuff because it just doesn't matter. Hunting, of course, it would probably change, but hunting's not fun still to me. But yeah, we have a lot to talk about IdleMMO. That could be its own stream. We could do a stream/video of like IdleMMO and the review.
And cons.
Yeah, like what do we like so far? Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, we'll add that to the list. Keeban is here, dude. You two members or mod shout out. You've yeed your last haul, Paisen.
Wondering where Keeban ran off to.
Smoking gun, brother. He's got the girlfriend buff, apparently. He's got the girlfriend buff, and he's just abandoned all of his friends that made him happy in the first place.
That's fair. As is tradition, you have to.
Yeah. There's 2 things you have to do when you get a girlfriend when you're primarily an MMO player. Abandon all your friends and don't kiss them because you'll get pregnant. Okay, moving on to Idle Clans, which is
I've been pregnant way too many times.
This couch is logging full of pregnancy. Okay, moving on. Bro, tiny moving parts, hit me up.
We should make that a shirt. Just
dude.
A pixel dude just pregnant.
Oh my god. Mike, add marriage to the game, god damn it. No, I'm just kidding. So here we are. IdleMMO, they've added their 3rd raid, which is the Bloodmoon Massacre. Bam! And it's flashbang, sorry, chat.
Holy crap.
It's either this or Reddit. I ain't going to Reddit. So it's their 3rd raid. It's got infinite waves until your party inevitably falls. So if you've never done a raid before in Idle Clans, it's super complex. The party has to do like different things like woodcutting, fishing, etc. To like basically hold the defense of the fortress, and then there's just like NPCs constantly like onslaughting during the raid.
I've yet to do one. I want to.
It's so, dude. Rack in Princess literally like used me for woodcutting. It was so stressful. Moving on, they also added a new fishing and cooking task here with the Bloodmoon eel. They've also added new upgrades, and they've added new items. This is awesome. So they have a raid with raid items. This is what we're talking about. Equipment. I love equipment, CrazyFi. And Bloodmoon just sounds dope because it's just like Zelda. And then there's
Terraria.
Or Terraria. New exterminating unlocks, and you can get the Bloodmoon helmet with exterminating points. And exterminating is a skill in the game where you farm monsters earning points, so you're just not idly killing things for no reward. And there's a bunch of fixes and changes here. You can see this change in our Discord, and you can see this change in their official Discord as well. But yeah, if you go to our Discord in the game news section, the link to this patch note is there. But that's IdleKins. Anything to say about that, CrazyFi?
No, it sounds cool. I was watching our chat of Rack and Juby doing it, and it sounded like it went on for a couple hours.
They're like, "How?
So-
When does this end?"
Yeah. All I saw was that. I was like, when is this end? It's going. Do we just leave? Like, it's taking forever. So that's pretty cool.
Also,
yeah.
real quick, just another flashbang. I meant to show this. This is the Knuckle Puck remaster of Copacetic. I just love the purple aesthetic, dude.
A little purple frog.
They have a hat coming out with the little frog. I might get it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, it's cool, right? I mean, Bloodmoon items with the raid.
Yeah.
Can
I need a part of it.
Can IdleMMO copy IdleKins and let's get some raid equipment? Is that not allowed? Okay, moving on. Moving on to one of our favorites. Okay, it's SimpleMMO time. Here we go. Chat fam lit 2020.
Hey yo.
Here we go. All right, we're here with SimpleMMO, and they dropped another giant update. So we were, for the longest time, living in the era of no updates for SimpleMMO. We're all down bad, sad, whatever. But now we have 12.51.0 dropping 2 days ago, right? 2 days? Yeah. And it's the quest rework. So it looks completely different in game. It looks completely different in Yomu's app hub. And it's just completely reworked where, of course, UX UI, which I just mentioned, the quest page updated completely. There are now auto performance options, right? Or auto perform options. So the knight has been, retired. Like it exists on the page, CrazyFi, but it's just no functionality anymore. But you can choose to have a 5-second QP spam on your behalf if that's your route. You can also do it you can do it manually, and as you progress using the manual QP or even using auto perform, you can upscale the amount of QP you use with one tap. So it goes,
which is very nice.
Yeah, it's super nice. You can go 1x, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, so there you go. It scales up with time. And then they just mentioned that they're sunsetting the night. And Cutie was so sad.
Poor Cutie.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Poor Cutie.
But here's another thing that's awesome. The EXP now scales with your level. So for the longest time, so the longest time, quests felt bad for all the people who had a shit ton of quest points. But now, at least, this is kind of like, hey, it's not a complete waste because the gold's not that great. But now you're getting some EXP that scales. So why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Dude, I found this portion of the update very interesting. One, I love the like 1x, 2x, 3x taps or whatever, right? Or what? I don't think there's a 3, but I love that because I'm always going to do manual. I'm never going to do the auto because it takes so long, and I'm PvP, and I'm not trying to lose all my gold. And the UI portion looks really solid. It's very clean. It's interesting. The player count has gone up considerably.
Dude, is it Chinese bots? Like, what's going on here?
And it's staying up, which is like when it I was like, oh yeah, the classic update came out. Everyone come check it out, and then it'll die out. It's still freaking high right now.
I was like, is there an event going on that we don't know?
Yeah, is everyone just loving the idea of just doing the automatic quests and are just sticking around? Like, what is happening here?
Was that
the case?
Big enough change? Really?
Yeah, but that's the weirdest. It's such a small change, but the player count is shooting up.
Yeah,
which is so weird. I don't understand it. But also I'm curious because there was a little debate in our Discord. I think this makes questing more idle or less idle than what it was.
And does it screw the people who have no dexterity?
Screw them.
Screw you, Ice. Okay.
But yeah, no. What do you think? Like, that's a question to you. Like,
You know what? I think it gives the players choice because since the change, I know it's only been like, a day and a half really. Um, I have used auto. I've used auto questing while like I'm at work and I'm typing up a document and I don't have to tap it. I'm like, oh, this is a good time to blow my QP. I have used manual because I'm actively PvPing and I don't want those 5 seconds to compound and then someone just snipe me. And then I've also used like a combination. Like I autoed the first 30 QP and then I kept going until I unlocked 5x and I was just spamming manually. So I think it gives the player more utility and choice, which is what this game needs. And before he went, Voldemort on us, Ubi said the same thing. Literally a year and a half ago, he said, players need more choice when it comes to like the skills and components in this game. So I like it. I don't think it
you
makes
think
it more idle or more active. I just think it gives players more choice to be flexible.
there's more choice? I mean, isn't there the same choice though from previously? You could either idle with a knight, or you could,
Yeah. But I mean,
I guess,
you
the knight
can't.
tax
So
everyone.
hold on. You can't break like if you can't just like hit cancel on your knight. You lose your it's wipes your
True,
progress. So this gives you
that's
the
true.
flexibility to hybrid. So half auto then manual after once you have like the
That's
4x
true.
unlocked, or to do one or each completely. So yeah, I think more choice.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Just
Okay,
curious.
that answer your question.
Yeah.
All right, and then to move on, professions are now officially in the game and jobs have been sunset. I have not looked at this page in a while. I need to look at it.
Yeah, I haven't even touched
I don't think I
professions at
will.
all.
I don't think I
I
will.
I don't either.
This is
I
something
looked at
where,
one time and I was like, this looks like jobs. Okay. And then move on. Like, I
but
didn't give it
it
a
uses EP, which I'm not stoked about.
yeah.
This is something. This was the idle component I liked because I sleep, so it would allow me some type of progression, even if it was like 1 mil exp. It was something because that builds up over time when you play. That's unfortunate. Oh, and to retract your point about the UI looking good, I feel like it looks so good. It makes other parts of the game look out like really dated,
Yes. Outdated. Yep.
right? Like
I
it's like
agree.
crisp and like the color palette and how it just the resolution, how it just looks. It's not like muddy or anything,
Yeah.
and it makes the rest of the menu look like shit.
Yeah. There's a stark difference in it. And then now, like, I the only way to you have to update everything else. The
Oh,
UI has to
dude,
be completely
there ain't no
overhauled
way you don't.
because
Yeah,
yeah, like you can't just leave it like half old and then half, crisp looking. Like that's you can't. The game's going to look like shit.
yeah,
So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a complete UI overhaul as Yomu goes through section by section, which I'm assuming that's what he's doing, right? Like
yeah.
jobs to professions, quests. He started off with the what's the orphanage? Like so he's moving
Mhm.
section by section clearly, right? So there's no way he doesn't knock out every other UI option too,
And
because
that
good
might
lord, it's
that might mean
yeah.
he eventually changes the background of the town of like the towns and shit, which would be excellent, and not the $1 pack we keep seeing.
As long as it's not the same crap for the orphanage. Like I don't want the AI art in Simple MMO.
I don't
I'm
mind
fine
it.
with it in Idle. I'm perfectly fine with it, but you keep it pixel. Like that's all. Like it to me, it needs to be pixel. And I know backgrounds aren't freaking pixel, but like if you make it pixel, I
There
think
are
it's
though.
better and keeps
There's
it.
pixel artists dedicated to just like scene art and shit. I found the packs. I found beautiful pixel art packs.
No, I mean like in the game, a lot of
Oh
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
backgrounds
They're
aren't
not.
pixel. I'm
No, they're like
saying
the two
bring in the
dollar.
pixel art.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Bring in pixel art. Don't do AI art because that fits with the theme of the game.
Or use AR with the pixel filter. I've adapted to the future. I don't really care. Okay. But not to say that people like Red and Keebit and stuff, like our artist friends, don't drop dope art. I wouldn't replace them for the world. Okay, and then the last Simple Mo news. Moofin420, apparently, according to sources, perma muted for dropping the hard R in global. Rest in peace, Moofin. I heard he was
Who?
kind of spiraling. He used to be in our Discord. He used to play, I think, Ironwood RPG with us, and now he's gone to the dark side. So rip.
Dumbass.
Yeah, I heard he was spiraling, and that's the way he chose to go out. That's unfortunate because now your memory is tarnished.
Yeah, it deserved.
Deserved. Okay, moving on to the next game news. It's Solvendra. Solvendra. All right. So with Solvendra, on the 4th, they had a new update, and there was an issue with the server and the server load. But now that's completely changed, so congrats to them. And he's talked about, XR specifically has talked about stability returning back to the game. No issues reported so far. But yeah, their server load has been, the capacity has been increased. They're still looking for bugs, so if you're playing, hunt those babies out. And they're working on guest accounts and a landing page. And here, I have it in my notes. XR said specifically in our Discord that it's going to be next week, more than likely. Working on guest accounts and landing page.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, I assume it'll be done by Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah. So yeah, progress coming soon. If you don't know what Solvendra is, it's a it's a lightweight idle, MMORPG. It's inspired by, well, it's not inspired, but these are two IdleMMO players that wanted to make their own game, and yeah, they're going for like a dark fantasy vibe here, and I dig it.
Yeah.
And there will be a wipe, okay? So alpha testers, we always try to keep you informed. There will be a wipe. So if that's not your thing, wait, and then let's all play it together, because that's what I'm doing.
I personally like a wipe in a alpha game because it allows me to just not care and just choose different routes of playing to figure out what I like best, and then wipe it, and then figure out, okay, this is what I actually want to do.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and to go back to Moofin, Bomb says Moofin was in TSL, which, yeah, I knew. And after hitting 100k was AFK for a long time until we got told about this. No idea that this is what he ended up doing. It's really sad. He was such a nice dude. Yeah, rip. And then the final game news here. It's the newest game. Another game, Maven. So shout out to Maven that pushed to us. She not only pushed Solvendra, but also IdleKin. And this is a game that's also in super duper early testing. And this is a post from the dev. There's no patch, but this is what they're working on. A revamped account and character system. Combat system with full integration of equipment stats, because currently equipment stats don't do shit. And UI tweaks to polish. We opened up the website at last stream, and the aesthetic is actually pretty appeasing. It's got that pastel,
like a cozy game vibe.
Cozy pastel, like, what's that game I said it reminded me of? Starts with a D. The Island Survival in Australia. Dinkum. Yeah, it reminds me of Dinkum. If Dinkum was an IdleMMO. But yeah, this is IdleKin. We're tracking the news in our Discord server. And if you want a link to it, we'll get you to the place. Or Maven. Reach out to Maven as well. But yeah, they're working on some stuff. It's just a game development we're tracking now. Because it's got a promising future, hopefully.
Dude, I forgot that I was mining so much ore. I went infinite.
Because it just lets you go,
so much ore.
It's just like old school Ironwood RPG without like the safety rails, yeah.
Yeah. I have so much now.
Yeah. So 2 great early development games, Solvendra and IdleKin, that we're tracking here. So good stuff. All right. Now it's time for the favorite segment of the stream, and that's the SimpleMMO seasonal leaderboard progress report for season 9. Okay, this is the newest season. We got a lot of stuff to cover here, a lot of movement, a lot of upsets. But before we do, it's time for the ad, because this stream is sponsored by all of you. You thought I was going to say Fresca, but that's not true. This stream is sponsored by all you YouTube members out there. Supporting us with your heart-earned money. We thank you. We thank you from the bottom of our heart. Just as low as $2.99 a month or more with different tiers. You can support us directly through the YouTube member function, and you get access to emotes, evolving badges, VODs, YouTube member specific text channels in the Discord if you link your YouTube account to our Discord server. Member giveaways. When we do giveaways here, you have a chance to earn or to win, not twice, but you have double the chance to win, and more. So Thank you. And to everyone else who can't support us that way or doesn't choose to, but you show up and you like the stream and you like the videos and you comment for the algorithm, you spread the word of Couch Cat, you subscribe, you're doing just as much. So thank you. I don't know. Just thank you a lot. That's the ad. All right. It's not really an ad, is it? It's just a thank you message. Okay. Before CrazyFi leads us into the spiel, and I change the scene and hope the circles look. We're gonna find out, brother. If it's just your beard, it's just gonna be your beard, dude. I can't wait because I don't know how to preview, and I just don't listen to CrazyFi when he tells me. But we have some SGL specific news before we move into the leaderboards. Okay, so one for Wisteria news. Maven joins Wisteria. So Maven departs her retirement from Couch Cat, just like CrazyFi. So now it's just Kimchers. Maven is in Wisteria. So welcome back to the game, because she's been primarily in IdleMMO and Solvendraaaaah. We also got sad news from Chaotic that RS Polang, aka one of the best guilds in the game last season, they've gone PvE and their numbers are declining. So that's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then I had a very Pirate, welcome to the stream. I had a very interesting chat yesterday, CrazyFi.
Oh, tell me about it.
So Die by the Sword, he's Helheim's lead, brought up, hey, do you ever hear of players mentioning Helheim as like a place to be? And it got me thinking, because Helheim is a top 15 guild, almost a top 10 guild in some cases. But like, I don't really hear, besides Jason, because Asgard and Helheim, they have a new rivalry. I don't really hear anyone mentioning like, hey, I'm going to try a new guild out. I want to go to Helheim. And so, CrazyFi, I wanted to ask you and chat, what would make, in your eyes, what would make a longtime player or like a new player who's here for life, essentially, like they're invested, consider a guild like Helheim, so like a top 15 to top 10, as a new home? And I know you just joined Blazing Beast, so different criteria, but like, what would draw you to Helheim as one of these players?
So I wouldn't look at it specifically like Helheim. Like, what about them would draw me?
Mm-hmm.
I would let me take a step back and look at like in general, what would a guild make me want to go to them, right? Like,
Okay.
Honestly, and I think it applies to our community, right? Like, what makes people want to stay within a community for so long? We have a very good core group of people, and then we see people come and go. Sometimes they come and go multiple times. Sometimes they're around for a couple months and they dip off, and it's so long forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it comes down to a couple of things. It's about building the community around the game, right? So you need to build in your guild a place for people to chat that isn't just about the game. So you need to have a Discord server, right? And I think that's what a lot of these top tier guilds do. It's not just about the game and grinding out, which is a good part of it, right? You have goals and to achieve that drives people to continue to want to work towards something together as a team. Then you have rewards to reward them for that, so there's like a little dopamine hit, like, oh, maybe if I stay around I'll get a little bit more gold. And then just having the space for them to just talk and be themselves and build out like a friendship, right? And wanting to be in that environment. So I think if they want to become a guild where people stay for a long time, you have to work on interacting with each other, talking to each other virtually, obviously, for a lot of us, right? So hop on a Discord channel and just chat it up, and have things that are also outside of SMMO to be able to talk about as well, or to do together to then go back into SimpleMMO. But yeah, just having things like goals, rewards, and that little like aspect to be able to grow together. I think that's what keeps people around as a core group.
That's good. That's a good answer. And I think for guilds like Helheim and their peers, that's what they need to hear. I'll read everyone from chat. You've been really helpful. Because, Die by the Sword, the leader, he stresses like Helheim's here to stay. We're here to build our community. we're here for longevity. We don't care what level you are. It would be nice to have a high level player, but that's not like a requirement, right? But they just want players who to consider them their new home because they are in the 20s, right? Their player count is severely low for their positioning. It was just a really interesting conversation. So I'm gonna read chat real quick before we move on to the leaderboard with CrazyFi leading us in. But let's see. Vex, okay. Checky says bullying the leader into making me a co-lead. Shadow says good benefits. Plate says the community. Vex says I'd say rewards would def draw a new player. Caveman says I confuse heaven and hell with Helheim. Caveman welcome to the stream. YouTube member, shout out to you, brother. Theron says they are low key. It's part of their charm. Plate says less players to fight against in the guild. It's less expensive. Shadow says they check their bulletin board and they are not even advertising the fact they give max MOEs. That's insane. A Discord, says Hunt. Like all he needs is an active Discord. A lot of people are saying that. And Bomb says besides the leaderboard chasers, TSL gets people specifically mentioning dead Discords or no Discords. People want community, and a lot of people are agreeing. You need a Discord, blah blah blah. So I'm bullish on Helheim. They're one of my favorites. I'm gonna join their Discord and see what's up, help them out there. But that being said, if you're a new player or maybe you're a player who likes to rotate in and out of guilds, maybe consider joining guilds like Helheim and their peers. And if you're an experienced player, help them foster a community, because if more guilds have a strong community, we have a stronger community overall and a more active community. Just tip for tat, I guess. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, and just be kind, right? And help each other.
Yeah.
And don't stir up drama for no reason.
Have rivalries. Talk shit. It's a thing in esports, but don't actively join a Discord to try to dismantle their vibe, so to speak.
Yeah.
Or disrupt.
Or do it the old classic way and just do trauma bonding, where everyone experiences trauma together and you bond and become close friends.
Hey, did you survive Babel? Hey, did Welsky ruin your Discord too? Okay, moving on. All right, CrazyFi, I'm gonna change the scenes, and you can lead us in. Let's see where it's at. Ready?
Yeah.
It's not bad, dude. It's not bad.
Let me just a little shift right here. Let me just look at that. Look at that.
It's not bad.
Not so shabby after all.
Okay, let me show. Cause it's not showing.
Yeah, I do have to scoot over. Let me fix this. Okay. Oh my goodness! Welcome to Couch Cat.
Okay, you can do your magic. Hold on. Let me make this easier for you.
Okay. Wow, we're just
your beard,
me, huh?
Just your beard.
Okay.
I'm kidding. There you go. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Ladies and gentle sippers, welcome to another season report of the SGL Seasonal Guild Leaderboard within SimpleMMO. We cover the top 25 guilds broken down into 5 different tiers. We provide our commentary on all the trash tiers except for the rare tier, and we'd have a good time with it. I do want to say a huge shout out to Zildin, who created Simple Wolf, the Discord bot, which is amazing. Check it out. Add it to your own Discord. And also hit up his Patreon, because he's a really good dude who deserves all the support.
And he's got bills to pay, brother.
Ain't that the truth? Don't we all? And he's the one who built out this dashboard for us to be able to utilize. So shout out to Zildin on that. Give him a little wave in game or a pat on the back.
Yeah, and he's manually integrating his bot into guild's server, so it's a lot of effort on his part. Scratch the back. I don't know. Does that sound weird? I've been watching a lot of Sopranos lately. Really talk Italian. Okay, moving on. All right, we ready to start this thing, brother?
Yeah, let's hop in the celestial tier. Let's do it.
Bam. It's fetching the data. Bam, we're here. Okay, everyone.
Made it.
Just like CrazyFi said, we're in Celestial Tier. This is the 1st through 5th place positions here on in Season 9's SGL. At number one, still holding on for dear life. If you talk to Shadow, they're cooked every 5 seconds. They are
Oh my
under
god.
1 billion gold, and they blew all their funds on MOEs already. And it's like the second week of the season.
Yeah, their load in the second week.
Yeah, I
Come on
mean,
now.
we're used to
Third week.
blowing our load early, but damn. Demonetized, all right. So, again, first place here, 29.8 mil total EXP for the season,
Yeah.
11.5 mil weekly gain, and 1.6 mil average daily gain. It's insane. It is, they're laughing in chat. I love that shit. It's insane the numbers that Shadow Garden, of all the guilds, is putting up here.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Hot on their heels. I believe TSL. Did you take number one briefly from Shadow Garden, or has that not
For a
happened
little
yet?
bit.
Yeah, for a little.
I
I
think it
think
was
I
for a
saw
little bit.
the screen. So
Yeah, yeah.
TSL number two right now with 28.5 mil total EXP, 12.5 mil weekly, and 1.7, almost 8 mil daily gain. This Titans. These are two Titans right here. These are two giant freaking Gundam wings going at it. You know what I mean? I love Gundam. Okay. Number three here we have Duality. This is Chaotic's newest guild, the newest guild on the scene, and they're already in Celestial tier with 26.9 mil total EXP, 12.4 mil weekly, and 1.7 mil average daily gain. 23 members, dude. Durin is one of them, and he's here today in chat. Wolfblood regaining their position because we were slapped. Wolfblood was slapped because Coven was going hot, but we're back at number four here with 15.8 mil total EXP thanks to me, 6.6 mil weekly gain, and almost just about a mil average daily gain. Shout out to Dagon and all the Wolf Blood homies. Woof. And then Coven gain dropped down, but not far behind. They are a peer to peer to us, and we are a peer to peer to them. I think that's more apt because they were ahead of us. They're number five with 15.4 mil total EXP, 5.7 mil weekly, and just under 900k or just above 800k daily. So CrazyFi, what are some noticeable things here in Celestial tier?
Yeah, I hope that Shadow Garden TSL duke it out the entire season. I think that would be cool to watch. Um, but based off of what Shadow says, every you say 5 seconds, it's more like every 1 second, every second.
True.
Um,
It's like
they're
a
cooked.
it's like a
It's game
hotkey for
over.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he's got it control pace on automatic. But hopefully, they stick around. Obviously, TSL held it for a day or two in first place, and Shadow Garden was able to bring it back. So that's awesome. I would love to see that competition. So, I mean, good job to both teams.
Yeah, and I will say, so last season wasn't the case, but something to highlight because RS's departure, SG and TSL, they're peer to peer right now. They are a peer to peer conflict, and that shocks me because last
Who would
season
have thought?
I know, dude, because last season Shadow Garden's number three. They're on their own island, like they're not close to one and two, and four
Yeah,
and five are nowhere near them, right?
right.
But for at least this time being, I wonder if Bombs would agree, but they are a peer to peer in my eyes. So,
Yeah.
but I mean that's not to say Chaotic is not right behind them. But yeah, what else? Anything?
Dude, duality is insane to me.
Yeah.
23 members, and they're in third place, and they're still close to second place. Like, it's a 2 mil difference, give or take. Absolutely insane that they're doing this with 23 members. So props to them. I'm curious, like, do you know if this low member count is on purpose? Is this what the point of the guild is,
This
or is they
is
just in?
so I know
Or
KO. I think specifically was opening his ranks up to the old guard, essentially, like just
yeah, okay,
powerhouses in the guild.
yeah,
He's not. He's not like doors are open. So this is just by design.
yeah, absolutely insane to me. I mean, congrats to those 23 players because that must be so much, like every day. Holy crap!
They are like what Helheim is, but on crack. Like
Yeah,
Helheim in their tier is like 23, 24.
yeah.
But
Theron says we'll grow, future is bright.
but to see the whales, this again, we talked about this last stream. This is a throwback to when guilds could
Yep.
be like 3 dudes and wreck you. So
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
like a new wave of that. And it's intense. It's intense.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
anything
I'm
for
sure that
here.
they'll if they open their doors or like they like week by week were to slowly pick and grab new
Hmm.
whales to add into the team, I'm sure they'll get first place easily. But yeah, Wolfblood Coven. This is the classic fourth and fifth duking it out. It's a bummer that they're continuing to keep you around because otherwise they'd be in
You
the
motherfucker.
contention for first. So, I mean, look, 66 players. Clearly, something's going wrong. You're scaring away a lot of players, and now they have 12 empty slots. That's not cool, man. Why you gotta
Yeah.
do that?
Time to shock everyone and go to duality. Dude, I'm right. As soon as KO taps my shoulder, man, I you guys are going to see number. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow,
I'm kidding.
wow,
Yo,
no
screw Dagon. Let's
loyalty,
rock. Let's rock,
no
bro.
loyalty.
Give me that Uzi, bro.
Classic.
But yeah, interesting stuff here. I think Wolf and Coven are just going to be back and forth until
Yeah,
I have more faith in Wolf being stable. Even like pre and post Theron, right? Wolf has a steady lineup, but there are rumblings like Zildin stepping back to take a breather, and maybe Yukari too. The top PvPers in the guild are now me, Dagon, Red Hood, and like a couple others, and the names have shifted. So like I'm a little like, ooh, things are changing, but we'll see. I'm
listen, you get abandoned ship now before it fully sinks.
yeah
Come
to
join Blazing Beasts.
yeah I don't I'm not a furry, bro. I ain't doing that.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
That's that's a shame. Your avatar in that Discord is just like your beard.
Listen, I've seen your closet. I know what you wear.
Darren says co-lead veto. You motherfucker. Okay. Moving on to the legendary tier, we have 6th through 10th place here. We have Church of Binks, which is factory reset, also Rain Factory. They have 15.2 mil total EXP, 6.1 mil weekly EXP, and just almost 900 K average daily gain. We have the Forest here at number 7. This is retirement. Everyone in our SGL News text channel, which is where we all post our news and I gather it for the notes in our Discord, everyone is like, this is freaking a retirement guild. Compared to like Yi and Gorilla Wizards and sometime, One of the Flies, like this is
Yeah.
a retirement guild in the top 10.
Yeah.
So, Welski's telling me to update my client. I ain't doing that shit. 14.4 mil total EXP, 8.4 mil weekly, and 1.2 mil average daily gain with a freaking retirement, dude. Moving on to number 8, we have Still Friendly 2 with Sunny Bunny at the lead. Thank God Zolden has the guild leaders here. With 10.5 mil total, 5.3 mil weekly, and under 800k daily. Golden Arrows here at number 9. Love seeing Golden Arrows here personally at 8 mil total EXP, 3.2 mil weekly, and under 500k daily. And then Teletubbies, of all guilds, moving up 2 positions. This is, of course, after their split from their previous lineup. And in a new season, they have 7 mil total EXP, 3.4 mil weekly, and just about 500k daily. Yo, who's Bill Gates type in this freaking... Also, don't think I didn't notice in the SimpleMMO update that you got Checky reacted with Paisen for the update. He built my name out in the freaking... I can't take you guys anywhere. But CrazyFi, what do you think?
Yeah, Church of Binks is pretty cool. I can't remember what fifth place had for Avery, so I don't know. I know the only thing that she was there was fifth, yeah. As of yesterday, so I'm right for this.
In the 20s. It's in the 20s.
This
So
update.
there's a gap.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the quick gap, real fast for the stream, I guess. Yeah, Forest again, really insane how they're nonchalant and just hanging out in 7th place.
Mhm.
We could probably see them come back if they really wanted to. They could definitely come back in the top 5. The race isn't too far away from them still, so if they really wanted to. Still Friendly too. I'm actually kind of surprised that they're in top 10. I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm stuck with Friendly in my head, but pretty wild that they're 8th. So that's pretty nice. Yeah. Again, I mean, and Golden Arrows. It is keep it up, guys. We believe in you. And Teletubbies, moving up 2 positions, pretty interesting because I thought I don't know why I thought they were dead for a bit.
Yeah.
and now they're back. Yeah, no, they were in tier 2 last season, or no, at the beginning of the season.
In the beginning, they
didn't have any activity
when the split happened, like Stardust. They kind of like floated because they had a lot of EXP momentum, and then they started off low as hell, and then now they're back. And I didn't have Teletubbies as like an active guild on my prediction, so interesting. They're saying you're fine to me, so I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know what they're.
Then that would, if I'm fine to you, then that means it has something to do with OBS to YouTube.
Yeah, it's probably buffering, the buffer rate. So
yeah, aha, it's not me.
All right, moving on.
IRS is now typing.
He's better now. IRS, do they keep changing their names, bro? Okay, we're now in Epic Tier. This is the 11 through 15 place positions. We have GG falling down to number 11 with 6.8 mil total EXP, 2.8 mil weekly, and just above 400k daily average. Excuse me. Zaxxas, awesome stuff there. Helheim, this is my boys, baby, and women if they're in there. This is my homies. They're 12, moving 2 places forward with 6.1 mil total EXP, 2.4 mil weekly, and just above 300k daily. We're 21 members, dude. Duality Part 2. Gladiator is moving. Why is Gladiator showing life now? 2 positions forward at 13, 5.4 mil total EXP, 2.1 mil weekly, and over 300k daily. And they still have 80 members. I wonder how many of them are active. Asgard here. Jason, rest in please. I almost said rest in please. Rest in pieces, you Canadian bastard. Dropping to 14 with 5.2 mil total EXP, 1.8 mil weekly, and just under 300k average daily. Jason is getting his life situation situated, so hopefully he's got a nice resurgence. And then RS, of course, moving to PvE. Sally dropping 4 places down to 15 from freaking number 1 and number 2. 5.1 mil total EXP, 1.2 mil weekly, and not even over 200k daily at this point. CrazyFi, do you have any words of wisdom?
Yeah, bummer that GG's dropped down 1. I don't know. Maybe they'll come back. Who knows? But they're PvE, so probably not. Helheim, I will say okay, so this is interesting to me, right? Like you want to build a community of long-standing players.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm assuming here you are holding, okay, the Pope is typing out the new. That's actually a really good one.
They're trolling us, dude. It's Zildin. It's gotta be Zildin.
That's a really good one.
Make it my mom.
Yeah.
Mom, I'm doing the
anyway,
SGL.
I you need to open your doors, right? Like you're not going to have like a secluded guild and then find long-term players. In my opinion, it's about the quantity first to dive into the quality. So you need open your doors, and out of those 80 players, you'll get like a 10% are going to be long-term players, and then you go through those waves, right? And then you build up to get to the long-term, like a big group, in my opinion. So I don't know. I find it interesting that they want to be long-term, but they're but they got a small grouping there.
Well, it's I don't think it's on purpose. I just think people aren't like I don't see anyone talking about them besides us. So
well, yeah, because their numbers are so low, and they probably don't like. You need to have like that 1 or 2 players. Yeah, you need to have those 1 or 2 players who like to chat. Like I know I don't like to sit in global all day, right? Like I'm not going to do that.
You need to have a double lift or a sneaky who talks and isn't afraid to do an interview.
Yeah, and just talks forever and ever and ever. That's what you need. But yeah, Gladiator's pretty nifty to see them come back. Asgard, I hope to see them come back. I'm assuming it's going to be next season at this point, and they'll just keep dropping.
Yeah.
And then RS is going to continue to drop because they're PvE.
Yeah.
So
PvE was the meta, but you missed it. You know what I mean?
Yep. Missed that meta.
Okay.
Esports meta.
Oh, dude, I love. I've been watching LTA, but specifically through I Will Dominate's channel because I can't stand the broadcasts. But here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are in the elite tier. We have 16 through 20 place positions here. We have DPS all the way down They used to be a celestial tier guild, CrazyFi, but we have DPS down at 16 with 4.9 mil total EXP, 2 mil weekly, and then just under 300k average daily. We have Wisteria moving up 2 places forward with 3.5 mil total, 1.3 mil weekly, and just under 200k daily. Good for you, Wilskers. Prostor again, they lost a pretty, like, their beefy boys to Duality, and they have dropped to 18 with 3.4 mil total EXP, just under 900k weekly EXP, and well under 200k daily. 69 members though, nice. Nice UCE dropping to number 19 with 3.1 mil total, just under 1 mil weekly, and well under 200k daily. Wabi Clat, rest in peace. And then oh, hold on. CrazyFi, go ahead.
Zenith Kites?
ZZK moving up a position, my god, to number 20 with 2.7 mil total, 1.1 mil weekly, and almost 200k daily. We got CrazyFi.
Yeah, DPS is pretty interesting. So low. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. What a season. Wisteria's moving up too. That's pretty good. Good on them. But they're PvE, so that's about as far as they're going to get. It's, to me, it's a bummer to see Prostor down as far as they have, especially the season and how it ended, right, for the season 8. Like, they did amazing, and they've been so consistent for so long too. But like, I get it. They wanted the beefy boys wanted to go do Duality, so I understand. And hopefully they could either find a new core or next season, the beefy boys come back.
They said, at least Asmer said, they would hopefully return to breathe life back into Prostor. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, I want to see that guild stick around.
Yeah.
And Yi, of course, who knows? They just kind of sit there.
I don't really.
Yeah.
Life support.
Who knows?
They're on life support, but they're good enough to be in top 20.
Yeah. It's the weirdest thing, right? Like, oh, look at Yi. Oh, they're 20th. Oh, or 19th. Yeah. That's awful. But it's like, look at like Zelson and the Kitties. You're like 20th. That's freaking great. Good job, guys.
State of the game where old guilds are ridiculed. Ageism.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Now Shadow is that. Shut the front door, Zolden. Okay. Moving on to the 20 through 25th positions here, the final tier within the
best tier,
the top 25 SGL, right? And so we have Slums here of all guilds moving to 4 positions forward to 21 with 2.5 mil total EXP, 1.3 mil weekly, and almost 200k daily. We have Friendly moving on 2 positions forward to 22 with 2.3 mil total, 1.3 mil weekly, and almost 200k daily. Blazing Beasts, CrazyFi alert, furries.
Let's go.
Position number 23, personal best so far, with 2.2
weekly gain as well.
Mil total EXP, a weekly gain of freaking over 1 mil for a baby guild like Vexies, and then really shit average daily under 200k. Here is Blazing
better
Beasts.
Than 24th, maybe.
I'm here before they burn out. Moving on. Moving on to Gorilla Wizards here, dropping 4 positions down because of Slums and everyone else. So Slums pretty much gave everyone a freebie. They're at 2.2 mil total EXP, almost 400k weekly, not even 100k daily. What the hell are you guys doing over there, Grillies? And then we have Heaven and Hell, moving up to 25th. They were previously not in the top 25 with 1.7 mil total, almost 1 mil weekly, and just barely over 100k daily. All right, CrazyFi, what do you got?
Dude, this tier is been a lot of fun to play in right now. Like, we've gone from 24th to 25th to 22nd, back down and back up. Like, we've been 22nd and 24th so many freaking times as Blazing Beasts. It's like constantly moving. It's been a lot of fun to play, and I never know when I pull up my app what position we're going to be in. We're in 23rd now, so that's nice. We were 22, and I thought we are going to hold it, and then Friendly beat us out on that, just barely too.
Wicked
just
does not
freaking
want
barely.
you to be happy. Wicked's like, oh, Couch Cat, oh, CrazyFi, you're dunzos.
Yeah, but Oh, dude, there's a lot of movement in this tier, and it's been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun. So I've been enjoying it. Grill Wizards don't count anymore. They're just going to keep sinking.
Yo,
I'm
X-Fi,
not
I
too
love
worried about
you.
Heaven and Hell. Yeah, I'm not too worried unless Dark decides to show up all of a sudden.
Ain't happening. No
Um,
way.
yeah, no, I don't either. So that's why I'm not worried about it. I mean, Cuties and Blazing Beasts too. So
Yeah.
who is Heaven and Hell anyways, right? But yeah,
And if you think
and
about it,
friendly.
you have Heaven and Hell and Couch Cat alumni in Blazing Beast. What could go wrong?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. So we're going to keep striving to be better than everyone else, and we'll get there slowly but surely. We'll take them all out.
Yeah, hopefully Vex starts poaching Shadow Garden because they're cooked apparently.
Yeah, honestly, if you're a top 5 guild, just know your guild is trash. So you might as well come join Blazing Beast.
It's the inverse pyramid.
Absolutely, that's how this works.
Okay, so that's the top 25. Those are the legends within the current SGL. But we're going to move on quickly to cover tier 2. It's our favorite system here. The Inquisition apparently is here. So tier 2, this is where guilds who have fallen out of the SG, or top 25, who are fighting for the top 25, or they're just prospects. They're new guilds that are on the scene that might have the potential to contend within tier 2. And we have Stardust here. Unfortunately, Stardust is dead. We announced that last stream. Shout out to Celery, aka Carrot. But they have dropped down 26. Wolf at 27. Cheese Cult, what the frick are you doing coming back? I think they merged and they are now at 28. We have Nightwing showing signs of life at moving 2 places up to 29. We have Dante's Inferno at 30. And we're going to 35 here. And we have Black Dragon 3rd Gen continuing to drop to 31. Creatures of the Night dropping to 32. Black Scythe Assassins at 33. Sanctuary, dude, chat, what the frick is going on here? We have Sanctuaries showing signs of life. One player is killing 2 people or something. And they're at 34. That's 1922. Oh, that's Play talking about something else. My bad. And then Hell Troop dropping to 35. I had hopes for them in my predictions. I said this is a new guild to keep your eye out, and they're dead already.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah. And
Oof.
we're just going to take a peek at 36. The Dino Kingdom is dead already.
So
A7, you're in chat. What the frick are you doing, dude? What the you doing, dude? Okay. All right. That concludes the SGL. That's the second progress report we've done for Season 9. Congrats to all the contenders. Keep fighting. We're here to root for you and make fun of you. Thank you for watching this typing. Oh my god, Zeldin. But yeah, CrazyFi, any I guess we could final words to close out the stream here.
I really appreciate all the support. It's always fun to come on stream and do these. And yeah, I look forward to next Thursday. I'll do it solo and try to keep you all entertained and have fun. I'm sure Jank Core Aesthetic will be around as always, so don't worry, we won't disappoint in that regard. And yeah, see you next week.
Let's watch the PC explode. 4th of July came early. Yeah, thank you so much. Shout out to the YouTube members, shout out to the YouTube mods, and then shout out to everyone who keeps showing up, all the donations, all the subscriptions, and the likes. Please help us get to 30 likes. That's like our baseline. We see a lot more activity that way, and it just helps us out. Lets us know you love us. And sadly, I won't be here next Thursday. I will try to be in chat. I will engage everyone in the Discord because I'll have more time. And maybe, do some cool stuff with Couch Chat here and there. But again, we love being here. Can't wait till next time, whenever that might be. And that does it. So please like the stream before you go. I know we've said it a ton of times. Subscribe if you're new here. If you're lurking and you're like, I don't know what this really is, do it. If you're a dev, definitely subscribe and join our Discord. We'd love to talk to you. And for everyone else, join our Discord, link down in the description. Check out our merch. Check out our new website, couchcatgaming.com. Also, CouchCat Podworks too, where you can see all of our links in our cool splash page. And that'll do it. Peace out, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Caveman with the $2 saying? Go ahead, Crazy
Hey,
Fire.
yo.
Say it again.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's do this thing. Let's do a spooky freaking goodbye while CrazyFi pisses himself. That's on the Patreon. Spooky Vex, turn around. Okay, peace out, everyone.